I'm so impressed with this piece. I'm just going to keep it right here because it's so damn pretty. Can't even help it. Hey, Robin. We're going to explain how to get your marijuana license. You guys are not going to believe how easy it is. Hey, Christy. Hey, Beth. Gonna light my cigarette with my new lighter. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna give you the information, but I'm gonna just wait a couple of minutes because there were people in here and they need to come back because they want to hear this. But I'm only gonna give it 2 minutes because it's not like you can't start from the beginning of the video, right? But I'm gonna give it just a second. I had such a funny experience in Kohl's tonight. So I go to Kohl's and I get a bunch of stuff and I go and I check out and this woman says to me, she's reading my shirt and it says Lisa, it's a Lisa thing. And you wouldn't understand, it's a Lisa thing. And so she said, oh, I'm looking at, the guy who was behind the register said something. And she said, oh no, I'm reading her shirt. And she said, because her name is Lisa too. And I said, well, this is for, it was for something like so many years ago. And someone else was just asking me about it. And I said, this was like 5 years ago I bought it. And that it was for fibromyalgia and lupus. The person was raising money. There's this company that makes these shirts or any way you want it, and they they sell them for you. You direct it all the business to them, but they sell them for you, and then they give you the money towards your whatever your cause is. So this person's cause was fibro and lupus. So, and then she was like, I have fibromyalgia. I was like, oh my God. So funny enough. So then the guy, I said to her, do you use cannabis? So loudly in the store. Oh my gosh. I have no idea sometimes how freaking loud I am. So the guy behind the counter laughs and says something like, well, I do. And then the girl who was getting checked out was like, yeah. And then this woman was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't even think about it. And I said, well, you can. Fibromyalgia, it's there. So I gave her, this actually ties into the night. So now there's a whole funny thing going on now, right? They're kind of laughing because, and so I said, I wanted to say, now, I usually say one of two things, right? I either say I have a cannabis show that I do on Facebook, or I say I sell jewelry on shows on Facebook, right? So now they understand that I'm talking about marijuana because now I realize that everybody doesn't know what cannabis means, and cannabis means marijuana, and so I say, marijuana, and so they're kind of laughing, and I'm kind of, just kind of brushing it off, but I'm giving her, I'm like, no, it's so easy, just give me a piece of paper, give me a pen, and I start writing out the information. I gave her the phone number. I was like, here you go, here's the doctor, here you go, this is what you do, and I said, I'm doing a video tonight, here's my information, go look it up. But just call this number and they will take care of you. This is how easy it is, you guys. This is how freaking easy it is. Okay, you guys ready? Let me light my cigarette. I'm very partial to flame lighters. Why, I'm not really sure. I need more water. My mouth is cotton bad. Okay, so now I am going to go through what is I just found out from my doctor. Okay, so I see Canacare. They are in Wilmington, Delaware. They actually take care of Delaware, Philadelphia, and Maryland. Okay? It costs $200 for the visit, and it costs $135 for the license. Now, this is in Delaware, but and now I am not exactly sure on this, but I am like 99% sure, just in case I'm wrong, is that their cost is $200 from, doesn't matter which state you come from. The state, what they need is something completely different, and Canacare, if you are in these zones, will take care of it. Okay, so now, everyone else that's out of that realm of this Canacare now, you need to look it up though. Look up Canacare. It's Canacare. You may just have one. They are a chain of they are like one of the top people who know how to take care of everything. Okay, so here's how freaking easy it is. Here's how easy it is to get your marijuana license. Oh, so if you're in somewhere else, I have another link so that you can find the doctor that's in your area. Okay? Now, if you do not have medical in your area, there's nothing I can do for you. Move. Like, I'm so sorry. And I can't even tell you how horrible I feel that I know in this state where my family lives that the person she's in Virginia, and she really needs marijuana in her life all the time, and you know, she's in Virginia. And so it is what it is. And some people are more likely to do they're okay with going against the grain, but I'm actually easing her into it. Okay, so I will post a link for doctors that will take care of you if you're in a marijuana medical state. I will put in the link on that as well, because this was a snap decision video. So I don't have them handy. I will also comment, because I don't know how to pin. I don't know anything about that. I will put in the comments what Canacare is in my area and what the phone number is. Now, for anyone who doesn't have Canacare, there are specific doctors that just handle the marijuana. That's it. That's their job, okay? What their job is to figure out whether or not you are a good candidate for a marijuana license. That's their job. They don't spend a whole lot of time with you. When you renewal, it's like a 10-minute unless something's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to pin with the Canacare, and I'm going to pin the doctors for if you're in a different state. Now, here's how fucking simple this is. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call one of those doctors, which all of the doctors that I have looked at are somewhere from $125 and to like $350. If you decide to see a doctor like your primary doctor who's doing a guinea pig thing on you, do not do that because they will charge you $1,000. Okay? Because insurance does not cover it. So, you're going to call that doctor, that cannabis doctor, the specific cannabis doctor, and you're going to tell them what your issue is. They're going to say to you, okay, we need to have in for Canacare, and really from what I understand, it's the same way with the other doctors. They will have an option of taking care of your license, and that may be like an extra charge. Okay, so what they do is they won't even have you come in the office unless they think that they're gonna approve you. Okay, so you'll call up and say you're calling Canacare, call up Canacare, and you tell them what your thing is. They'll tell you, okay, have you had this for a certain amount of time, this for a certain amount, and they'll give you a couple questions, right? And if they think that, yes, you're a good candidate, they'll say, okay, here's a referral form. They'll fax it to you. They'll mail it to you. I think you can just go and pick it up. And then you... you get your you just sign it. Oh, you can just go down there and just sign it. So you sign it, fax it back, mail it back. You know, you're standing there, you just hand it right back, right? So you do that with all your doctors. You give them release forms for every doctor. So when you go and you do it, when you go and fax that fake paper back, if you have like 12 doctors, put those 12 doctors on, okay? It's very important in this process that you list every single doctor. In this part of the process, it's not embarrassing to put a bazillion doctors. Let them get all the information that they need to do, that they need to put into your file. Okay, it's so very important. So you go and you signed your release now, right? Okay, so now you haven't paid anything yet. You haven't paid a dime. Okay, because you're not getting an appointment unless you're going to get approved. They will then get they got the release. They will get the doctors in, you know, they will get your files from the doctor. They will go over it. Then they will call you and tell you whether or not you can make an appointment. Okay? Once they tell you, yes, we will make an appointment with you, you pretty much have your license. Okay? Then you go to, then at that point, you make your, they do your appointment. You go to your appointment. You have a bunch of paperwork that you'll have to fill out. Yeah, like there's 3 different forms. I feel like there was 3 or 4 different forms that they have you fill out. But they pretty much fill out everything else. If you're going to Canacare, and I've seen on other doctors, like I said before, that other doctors will charge more for them to take care of your application. With Canacare, they take care of your complete application. So when you leave there, you're ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. You know what? Where's my paperwork? I haven't sent it out yet. All right. So you go to the doctor's, okay? You fill out some paperwork, and then you go and you see a nurse, somewhat like a nurse, and they go over with you the different kinds of marijuana and so on and so forth, and they talk to you for about 15-20 minutes. Depending on, really depending, but it's if there's people there, they kind of just rush you through. This week I had a really good conversation with them because I'm opening this vapor shop and I want to do business with them, so blah, blah, blah. And so then you go into you see the doctor, right? And on your first visit, they want to know why you think this is going to work for you. Why, how you found out about it. Does your doctor approve? He's going to ask you a whole bunch of different questions, or she. Doesn't really matter though, because you're not going to be in that appointment unless they're going to give you a license. They won't bring you in. They don't want to do the fucking paperwork. They don't care. Okay? And it's great. They do that so great. So literally, you pick up the phone, you tell them, you sign the release. If everything's good, you get an appointment. You go see the person, you fill out the paperwork, you see the nurse, you see the doctor. On your way out, you are handed the envelope with all your paperwork in it. I'll open it for you. I'm not gonna like show you everything, but everything that you need. So everything, all of that paperwork. So some of it I signed, and that's what's part of the paperwork when you first come in, is that you have to get that, they're just making sure everything's correct and all of that stuff, and that's that part of the paperwork. So, you take that, and, you take that and you take it to the post office. This is necessary, okay? Really, absolutely necessary for you to do this. So you have to, when you leave, you have your paperwork. Plus, oh, my puppy is just, yeah, oh, he's all wet. No, get off of me. No, get down, you're wet. You got to go to the post office. Okay, this is not something that you can like pay for it online and just stick it in the mail. You have to put your payment in there. Okay, for Delaware, it's $135. I don't know. Jersey, I know doctors in Jersey. They don't have Canacare in Jersey, and this one doesn't. But I do know that their license is $100. I called. Then you take it to the post office, and you do certified mail. Send it certified so that you and a certified back to you that they received it, okay? Because your payment's in there, your everything's in there. And if there's something when they tell you, they go through this in your first visit, they tell you to certified mail it, okay? Once you're a repeat customer, you know what the deal is. So, sorry about that. My child was calling in. That's it. That's it. You go out, you certify it. It will come back that it got there. And then in a couple of weeks, it took me 6 weeks from, oh, crap. Hang on 1 second. So sorry about that. So sorry. So sorry. Okay, that's it. Really, you had all the information. Hey, Melina. Okay, I'm going to give it now that I've given you all. Oh, so the last thing was what I was saying was is that from the time that it took me from the time that they told me I had my appointment till I got my license was 6 weeks. And that was just for the first one. And then the renewal only took like a week. That's it. So from beginning to end, you call a doctor, an appropriate cannabis doctor. Don't use a regular doctor because they don't specialize in it. So they don't know, like, they're not going to set you up as well as a cannabis doctor. And they do cost money, and you're going to have to spend money. So every year I put out $335 to have my license when I don't even fucking buy in the dispensary. But I have to have that license. So in order to do anything, all of this, like if I don't have my license, I'm fucking fucked. If someone comes on here and they're like, oh, I'm going to call the cops on you, and I don't have my fucking license, I'm freaking shit out of luck, ain't I? So I'm, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't, I think once you get your license, you're a little bit more free about it, or maybe sometimes you're not. But I feel like the people label it so bad sometimes, and I want to bring light to what it really does change people's lives, and they don't understand that. So, okay, so from beginning to end, call the doctor, sign release forms. You either receive or don't receive the ability to have an appointment. If you get the appointment, you're pretty much set. They know you're going to get your license. You go in, you see the nurse, you see the doctor. If it's a doctor that is doing your application, and please go to someone who's doing your application. Please do not go let them do it. You'll be leaving with your application. You go to the post office. You certify mail it. You wait for the certified mail to come in. And then within a few, however long it takes, like if they're backlogged, it could take longer. Like some guy was saying it was taking 3 months. But now the state is pretty much going, so I get it right away. Or it feels like right away. Like I think last year was probably only like 2 weeks or something like that. And the first year was 6 weeks from beginning, but that was like from the visit to beginning to end. So that is how you get your marijuana license. That is how simple it is. I can't even explain to you how simple it is. I did explain to you. It's that simple. There's no... I feel horrible for people who have been like, I don't know what to do because I don't know what to do. This girl, my sister's friend, her doctor was going to make her the guinea pig and was going to charge her something like $1,200, and then told her like, because the visit or something was $700 and then something quarterly and this, that, and the other thing. I was like, oh my gosh. So I called Jersey, I'm like, and I got the correct information, and then I got it to her. It winds up that in Jersey, it's going to cost her $250 for the doctor and her certification. Oh, Jersey, if you're listening from Jersey, because I was just checking that out. Unless you're on Medicaid or Medicare or some type of deal like that, you guys get a discount. You also get a discount with Delaware, and on pretty much any other state probably gets a discount. You also, if you have any of those things, get a discount in the dispensary as well. For this Delaware, I'm sorry, Delaware, but you're the first state, and I feel bad because they have a wonderful, wonderful staff, but their product is just not good for me. Anyways, but that's not the point of this. It's always good to have your license. You're just so much better off getting your license. And I feel horrible for people who, like, I just don't know what to do, and it's so simple. I just called my sister back up. I'm like, your freaking friend doesn't know what she's talking about. And I said, it's only $250. You need to call her and tell her, no, it's only $250. Like, she was $1,200. This guy was gonna screw her out of $1,200 because he's making her the guinea pig. So fucking stupid. Like, people just go to the cannabis doctor that's gonna charge you $150. It is what it is. They're there to see you. They're there just to put their signature on the fact that they have verified that you are a perfect candidate for marijuana, medical marijuana. That's what they're for. That's what they're educated for. So, like, they don't have to do an exam on you and all this shit and all that stuff. They've looked at your record and they're saying absolutely from all the records that we have here. And so they give all the records and then he signs off on it and they keep my records over there. And when I come in for my redo, I'm ready. It's just the same thing. Go in, make the appointment, go in, see the talk to the nurse for a few minutes. I go to the doctor for a few minutes. This time they were very impressed with what I had to tell them and what I was showing them. And yeah. And then I walk out with my thing. I just need to put my check in it. And I didn't do that yet. So I'm going to do that. What is today? It's Saturday. So yeah, Monday. I'm going to do that Monday. So it's easy as that, my babies. Easy as that. Can you believe that? How freaking easy is that? Oh my God. And I feel horrible for people who do not know. So if you know anyone that needs to know about a marijuana doctor, tag them to this video, get them, share the video with them. It's that easy. It's just so freaking simple that people, and it's easy to get your Social Security too. Social Security disability, it's easy to get that too. You just need to know what to do. I got my Social Security disability like that at 35. Like that. With help. Maybe I should do a video on that. Do you think I would get in trouble if I did a video on that? Comment if you think I would get in trouble for doing a video on how to get your Social Security disability. All right, my babies. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:15. I know I did a whole lot of explaining about that, but I really wanted to make sure that you really understood what I was talking about. So it's a little bit about a half an hour. I'm a bit of a talker, and that's just the fucking way I am. But this is a half an hour. So that's, you sit down, you watch this for a half hour. At the end of the time, you know how to get your marijuana license. Okay? And I will absolutely put the Canacare down because, of course, it's in my messages, in my phone. That's my camera. It's one of my cameras. So I'll get the phone number out for that. I'll put that in there. And then I will get the website of where you would find the doctors in your areas. Okay? Okay. Okay. I do this to my granddaughter, and she gets mesmerized. She was when she was a baby, and she's a freaking like lunatic. And I go like this to her, and I was able to zoom her in right away. All right, my babies. I am over and out. Like I say, if you guys want me to do anything, if suggestions on what you would like to see next, what you would like me to explain next, anything that you feel like I need to correct or whatever, because I always love constructive criticism. And thank you for tuning in. That's so fucking fake. Thank you for being here. My piece. I love this piece. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sorry, that's from the last video. That's from the last video. All right, my babies. Over and out. Peace.